So you're streaming on your game, yeah, right now. Ready up, I'm fitting to show you how I get down. Yeah, for sure, we can tell you sometimes we can make it game better. But gamers life, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hey everybody, Lil Bruce Gamer here, and today we're here with Nate Jr. So, Nate Jr., what's your favorite video game?
My favorite video game at the moment will probably be Madden 23.
Nice. So, since you play Madden, I assume you play football?
Of course.
Alright, so, out of all the Maddens and all the 2Ks and all that stuff, which one have you played the most?
Madden 16.
Nice. Alright, so I assume you're familiar with 2K?
Of course.
Alright, so today in this episode, we are going to be playing 2K22, but first I just want to ask you some questions. So, I know that you're familiar with the game, so tell me your favorite things about it.
My favorite things about this game, it would probably be like my team, how you can create your own team to compete against other players and all the other stuff in my career.
So what's your least favorite thing about it?
The layups.
Yeah. All right, so tell me, if there was one thing you could change about the game, what would it be?
To make the VC more cheaper to pay for.
Yeah, because the VC, it literally kills me. It's like $20 for such a little amount, and then I end up spending it in like 5 minutes. All right, so if you could give the developer 3 tips on the game without just going into gameplay, what would it be?
I really don't need to give him no tips. I feel like he did okay.
Yeah. So every single 2K, every single year, it seems repetitive. And if you were a developer and you're in the making of 2K24 and there was a bunch of community ideas and stuff you would change and all that stuff, would you listen to the community or would you go off on your own thing? Or
I would actually listen to the community because that would bring more people to buy my game.
Right. Okay, so we're gonna start just a quick play. You can choose whatever team you want and we're just gonna talk about the gameplay while doing it. So the thing about 2K22, honestly, I do like it more than 2K23. I bought 2K23 for Christmas, and again, I just feel like it's very repetitive. Have you played 2K23?
I've played it, but I don't play it every day. Like, it's once in a while.
Yeah, same with me. I mean, it seems like ever since 17, 18, all the 2K games are the same, but they're just adding like maybe just a little bit of new features and then bumping up VC prices because of inflation. So, I mean, honestly, they got to start listening to the community and just bringing in more stuff, more features to make the game more interactive. Because it was fun a long time ago, but now it's just starting to get a little bit boring. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
So, let me see. What's the best year for you in 2K? Like, what I mean by that is when you reach 99 overall, have a bunch of VC, stuff like that.
2K17.
2K17, tell us about it.
2K17 was much more of a thing when it was out back then. But now that all this new 2K is out, it's not the same fun that you can have anymore, like with the mascots or anything like that.
Right. And I have a feeling like in time people move on from the games. I mean, I remember when I was like maybe 8, 7, stuff like that, I was able to have so much fun playing the game with my friends even though I was bad at it. But now it's just starting to get all sweat, stuff in the game like that. So, let me see. So you're playing the Pacers versus the Miami Heat. Who do you think is gonna win?
Of course I am. I'm with the Pacers.
Let me see. So I mean, how do you think the handling is in the game, and how do you think the features are, shooting system, stuff like that?
The handling, it can be better. The shooting and all that, it's okay right now.
Right. I mean, I tested out 23. The shooting system is almost exactly the same. They've added, like, of course, like new bars and new stuff like that, but it's just very, very, very repetitive. Although the cover art was nice, actually. That's one thing I can say about 2K23. What's one thing that you like the most about it?
Basically, I would say I like the my park and how that is, like on a boat.
Yeah.
Because like that's very different from the other 2Ks, even though 2K17 is still better.
Yeah, I mean, they are pretty creative when it comes to the designs of the park and stuff like that, and the courts, and then, I mean, I can give them the benefit of the doubt on that. I would never be able to make a game as detailed as any of the 2Ks, but still. So there's a bunch of clothes, a bunch of drip, a bunch of heat. Tell us your go-to outfit in 2K.
My go-to outfit, any kind of sweats, maybe a black t-shirt and some Jordans.
Yeah, that's a pretty good outfit. For me, it's probably about the same thing, but I always have that, I forget what it's called right now. I always have that black thing on my arm and stuff like that. Currently, we're playing on I guess an account that I barely use, but yeah. So tell us a little bit about what's going on in the gameplay right now.
They cheating me right now. It's okay though. They just cheating me. I got heat up a little bit. You know, they got Shaquille O'Neal on their team, so that's an automatic cheat code for them.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to shoot that. See, look, he can't do that in real life.
So what do you think about just, again, how detailed the game is with the people in the stands actually being able to move and reacting to the plays in the game, and then the people who are on the bench and even people on the sideline recording?
I feel like all of that is like detailed very well because that almost looks like a real life scenario.
Right. But a follow-up question to that is, do you think it's a little bit overkill that they're focusing more on the details and the graphics instead of the gameplay?
Yeah, I feel like they're just worried more about the game looking more and more realistic than making it actually fun for people to play.
Right. So have you seen a bit of the 2K23 storyline?
Nah.
All right, so for everybody out there and viewers, currently where I am in the 2K23 storyline is that you have this rival called Shep, and you just go back and forth with him, yada, 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 and then at the end part of the game, or the end part of my story, you play against his team, and I mean, it's pretty fun, it's interesting, but I don't know. What was your favorite My Player storyline?
2K16, I think that was 2K16. Or 15. It was one of those where his name was Freak, and he was, beefing with this one dude. I forgot his name, but if I can show you, then you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So you're shooting. Is that you shooting the foul? Yeah, that is.
They still cheat me.
Let me see. So you are down by like 9 right now. I mean, not 9. 9. That's insane though. So do you think you chose the wrong team?
I did.
Let me see your rating. Oh yeah, since you're playing quick play, you don't have a rating. So tell us your favorite basketball players.
My favorite basketball player will probably be Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James.
All right, tell us your favorite football players.
My favorite football player, Jerry Rice, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Ramsey.
Valid. All right, so everybody at home, we're about to go for a quick commercial break. We'll be back in a short amount of time. Lil Bruce Gamer, out.
Yeah, for sure, we can tell you some things we can make your game better. But gamers life. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
DCE, the District of Columbia's global streaming network, brings you brand new shows for the world to watch. Download the app now on your TV or phone. Watch us anytime, anywhere.
Oh yeah, so what you think? You like it? Yeah, that's what I thought. See much more on DCEnetwork.com.
Yeah, for sure, we can tell you some things we can make your game better. But gamers life. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm having a lot of fun with Nate playing 2K, but first, I want to do a little thing called a lifestyle segment. It's where we get out of the game and go into the real world. Check this out. I am Grace Walker, and this video is to describe my character traits. Honestly, I'm empathetic because I care about how other people feel, and I don't want to say anything to ever hurt anybody or put somebody down. I'm also extremely straightforward, and I don't like dilly-dallying on something I can get done in a good amount of time. I also am creative. I'm an actor, I'm an athlete, and I love basketball so much. I play it all the time with friends. I listen to music, and I love painting. Once I make it to Disney, I'm hoping that I can go to this amazing school that's behind me and have so much fun, meet new people, and have such amazing experiences. Take care. So another thing that I think is important is skateboarding because it builds character and it also builds perseverance. You can keep on falling and falling and falling, but as long as you keep trying and trying and trying, you can always get up and try and do the same trick again and again and again. It builds a lot of character and it teaches you to never give up and to always try your hardest on something. Some of the things I do for fun is skateboard, play basketball, and I also game. But I also just like hanging out with family because family is one of the most important things in life. Oh, wait, one more thing. I'm also an extremely good student and I care about my grades, but I also like having fun in class. Hey guys, Bruce here. Right now we're here with my coach Quest, and we're talking about how basketball builds character. I think basketball adds perseverance. Literally, my coach just told me you can miss as many shots, but as long as you make one, you can bring about the next one. Which means just persevere through your shots and you'll eventually make one.
Confidence is important in everything you do because that's what you're going to believe in most. Having to think in this game of basketball, you have to have memory that has to be short. You can't think about the last play because that last play can affect that new play. Just because you missed that shot doesn't mean you're going to miss the next one. So you got to believe that you're going to make the next one each and every time, and that's what confidence brings in. Just being the best you and grind. Because without the grind behind the work, you're not going to believe in yourself, and that's what you need the confidence to do, is believe in yourself. Bruce's character, he tends to never want to give up. He has the fight of willing to want to work and be better each and every day. As I see, he wants to improve and to constantly learn and have a good edge of understanding the game and taking it as a sponge and soaking it all in, and then translate into what you're learning each and every day. Because this game is for just a love, and this game is really important to a lot of people. And how this translates to not just in basketball, but in life is really important as well. And with Bruce's character, hey, this game can take him a long way just by playing a game of the sport he loves. All right, man.
See you, coach.
Yep, good work, man.
See, wasn't that cool? Getting out of the game is fun. All right, so right now we're about to go into the WNBA type of basketball. What's your predictions?
I feel like I'm gonna win.
Yeah. I mean, after what you did last time, I don't know, but I'm gonna believe in you. All right, so do you know what team you're playing with?
I have no clue.
All right, so we're just gonna have the viewers watch and we're gonna just see if you win or not. So I have a very dumb question for you, but I still want you to answer it. If you were offered $10,000, but you had to beat one player at basketball, like any NBA player, who would it be?
Isaiah Thomas.
All right, say if you had to go yourself against a whole NBA team, but you'd win like $1 billion, what team would you choose?
Probably OKC.
I would choose the Pistons. Because, you know, from the games that I watched from them this season with my mom, they weren't the best, but that's still a good option. All right, so we're just gonna go in depth into the gameplay right now. You are currently losing again, but let's just watch. Did a crossover, driving to the hoop, and you missed a shot.
Oh, that should have won that.
All
That's
right.
cool.
So again, this is super detailed. Everything looks the same. You have people interacting in the crowd, standing up, clapping, and all that stuff. It's really cool. One thing I noticed that they don't have the people recording on the side. At least that's not what I see right now. Get over to the side. Yeah, I don't see that, but oh, never mind, I do. You can get that layup. It's a nice screen. All right, so have you ever played the NBA 2K before? I mean, WNBA 2K before?
Never in my life.
All right, so what's your predictions for the rest of the game besides winning?
I really don't have no predictions. I just want to play in the moment.
Right, that makes sense. I think it's gonna be almost the exact same gameplay as a regular NBA, honestly. All right, so say if you had to play 100 people in their 90s at basketball, or if you had to play 100 one-year-olds at basketball, what would you choose?
109-year-olds?
190 years old, 90-year-olds, or 101-year-olds?
I couldn't do the babies like that. So the 100, yeah, I'll choose, you know, those people.
I'd really feel bad if I had to cross up a baby and him just falling on his face and crying. That would be so sad. So I'd have to do the old people like that. Sorry, Granny, but it gotta be like that, though. I need that money for real. Buy some VC, stuff like that. So what's the most amount of VC you've bought in one sitting before?
I can't even count. I bought a lot of VC throughout my life.
Yeah, I swear, if I went to my dad's credit card charges and I looked for VC, it would be so much money. It'd probably be enough money to buy a whole car or something like that. Because I used to spend so much money on video games. So. Although in the audience out there, do not spend a bunch of money on video games. It is not worth it. You can start a savings. You can, you know, save up for clothes, save up for stuff in school, and just make sure that you're able to get school supplies and stuff like that. It's having real life money is way more important than spending it on an intangible game that just floats in the air. So we're 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, and you are still losing. You are down by 2 points. Let me see.
You ain't gotta say it like that. At least I'm close.
Yeah, at least you're close this time.
Oh.
And imagine missing that though. I'm not gonna lie, but.
See, in real life, I would have made that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But this is just a video game, so I can't.
Yeah, sure. Now you're 4 points behind. That's insane, I ain't gonna lie. But
What's that? Ooh.
handles for days and you missed it. Dang.
Oh.
It honestly could not be me, but. And you lost the ball too. Man, that's insane. Again, could not be me. Losing the ball in the middle of a round, that's not good. You make that three? Nah, you got so many people on you right now.
Oh.
You missed that. That was such a bad play, but we'll call.
Okay, can we talk about the layup though?
I mean, we can. It was a little bit impressive, I guess. So what's the most insane shot from you've done in 2K, or like the most distance that you made a shot from, like full court?
I wouldn't say a full court is, but I was at my park one time and I hit that's like a step back, and I turned around and then I shot the ball in midair and made it from the three.
And that's insane. Did you clip it?
No, sadly.
And me personally, I would have put that on like a highlights page or something, because I can tell that was probably a really good clip. Me personally, I can't even say what my best shot was, but if I could remember, probably like a half court. That doesn't sound good, but I'm usually really tired when I'm on my game, so I'm at like 50% effort. So that was a lot for me at that moment. So we are 10 seconds left in the first quarter and you're still losing, which is insane. Right. And you nah.
It's okay, watch this. I'm about to make this one.
You got 1.8 seconds to make a shot.
She ain't shit. She just passed it. I don't know why.
You down 8 to 14, that's insane. You're down by 6. Could not be me.
I mean, if this was Madden, it would be different. I don't
Yeah.
play no 2K.
And that makes sense because you are a football player. So let me ask you that same question I asked earlier. If you had to play against 90, well not even 90, if you had to play against a full team of old people in football or a full team of babies in football, what would you choose?
I'll do the babies this time.
Yeah.
Because it's just embarrassing for old people trying to catch me. Babies, they have no clue on what to do, so.
Yeah. I feel bad if like one of them broke their titanium hip or something like that. Me personally, that would be on my conscience forever. I could not just stop thinking about that. All right, so for everybody at home, thank you for watching the episode today. I had a lot of fun playing with Nate, and make sure to stay responsible while playing, and make sure to have fun. Lil Bruce Gamer, out.
Yeah, for sure, we can tell you some things we can make your game better.